Good morning. Did I stress everyone?
No, not at all. We were having a conversation about your topic.
Yeah, we've been chatting for the past 5 minutes.
6 now.
6 minutes about stress and suicide.
Did I stress all of you?
No, not at all. Not at
Maybe
all.
a little bit, but we didn't think about suicide.
Only Glenn is stressed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Were you
and-
disappointed that I didn't think of killing myself?
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, dear me, no.
Jerry, we've been talking for 5 minutes already, and we got to play a song.
Yeah.
So before we do, just outline what you'll be covering today, please.
Okay, so I think, Angel was really on the ball, and she sent me about how the youth want their voices to be heard, and I think we were also chatting about this period is the exam period, and boom, what do you expect? The numbers went up, and all the measurements are being rolled out again, so the nation is in stress mode again.
Ooh.
So we're going to talk about stress.
Okay,
All right,
fantastic.
cool. In the meantime, here's Snap with Rhythm is a Dancer on The Big Show, 1FM. That's not my microphone, huh?
No,
My microphone.
that's Jerry. That's Jerry.
Oh, that's Jerry.
No worries.
It's her making noise.
Jerry, just like me, lah.
Why got so much noise?
Don't worry, Jerry.
Hungry, is it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
So
yes. Well, I haven't had breakfast, so my stomach is stressed.
Please,
Oh.
please carry on. Have a sandwich or whatever.
Eat while we talk.
Yeah, you can.
Don't feel bad about it.
You can.
So, Jerry, are there different types of stress?
Yes, there are different types of stress, and that was what the noise was all about. Because I was trying to grab some balloons. Are we on Big Show TV or are we on?
No, we're on
Big
TV.
Show
Okay,
TV,
so
yes.
I can show this. So I've always got balloons inside my room.
Okay.
Don't think nonsense. It's just a balloon.
she went there.
Whoa! None of us were going there, Jerry.
None of us.
We were all so quiet.
It's always Glenn.
We were
It's
thinking
always
it, but we
Him,
didn't say
he's
it.
guilty as charged.
Yes, that's true. He's always guilty at charge.
Yes.
Where anyone you need to blame, point the finger at him.
We were thinking it anyway.
Anyways, stress is like the balloon. Because when there is no stress, or rather, when the balloon is supposed to be at rest, it's quite ugly. But how much stress do you want to put inside, right? Is this enough? Do you think?
To make it look pretty and
I don't
perfect.
Some
We don't know exactly.
Some of my
exactly.
Eurasian friends like that.
Stop looking at me when you say
I
that.
say some lah.
No, but okay. So we don't know what is a balloon supposed to look like, So what is the outcome supposed to look like? So we look at stress as wanting to get a good outcome. Okay.
Okay.
But what is the perfect outcome? Is this the perfect outcome, or is this the perfect outcome? Or if I want to blow it some more, I'm actually quite scared.
So you're saying it's a constant need
Yeah.
to be perfect?
Well, it's not only a constant need to be perfect, but it's how we want to look at things, right? So we want to push ourselves, and we keep pushing air inside. One day we're going to snap,
Correct.
Okay.
right? So
Okay, I
stress
understand.
is somewhat like that. You want to hear another sound?
Oh,
Okay.
Some of my friends I know also.
I was like, what's that smell?
FD.
Oh,
Today
come
is all
on.
about sounds and no smells. But I think on a more serious note, because a lot of people say, why does this Dr. Jerry always laugh when we are talking about heavy stuff, right? So on a heavier note, if we want to go there, research has been done during this COVID period, and you want to know the numbers. So these are US numbers, yeah. Since last year, COVID had led to a lot of stress and has led to at least 200,000 deaths in the US. Yep.
This is stress-based deaths.
So it's a accumulation of all the different diseases and illnesses, but they have that number of deaths
Including suicide?
including suicide.
Excluding COVID-19, right? You're not talking about the pandemic
No,
itself, right?
So
Okay.
definitely there is more than that
Yeah.
with COVID-19.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the substance abuse, they have done another research, has also increased, with the pandemic. So it is very shocking and very, very worrying. So I thought today let's talk about stress.
But what about here in Singapore, though? I'm going to be a Trump today and go like Singapore first, right? Because I mean, we just you just mentioned the numbers out
US.
of the
The
USA, right? So we forget the USA,
Yeah.
and
What are the
about here
numbers
in
here?
Singapore?
I think the MOH has published some numbers, and the stress level, the number of people seeking for help has definitely exponentially increased. Yeah. The number of suicides in youths last year and this year has also increased in comparison to the years before.
Okay.
Yeah. So
More
that
adults
is,
or more children?
youths.
Youth.
So in 2020, I'm looking at the SOS website, 452 suicide deaths last year. Number of elderly suicide deaths also highest recorded since 1991. So it's a 13% increase compared to the year before.
Yep.
For last
so
year.
it has increased quite a bit. Even if we increase 5% is large, but 13%, that is, a lot.
So what are the different types of stress, Jerry?
So I want to put it out there. There are two types of stress. First, good and bad. As simple as that. Because I was looking at all the different stressors that are in our academic journals and everything, and it's just so complicated. So just bringing it down, good and bad. So we do need stress. We need a certain amount of stress to be able to do our work. I mean, the balloon needs a certain amount of stress so that, it can form a shape. So we need, a certain amount of stress. But what does bad stress mean? So there are, again, two extremes. There's the no stress, which is bad, and too much stress, which is also bad. So we want an optimal amount of stress in our body. And most of us have that.
But we're not built equally, right?
Yeah, so how do we
Jerry?
judge it?
So, for example, if every balloon represented a person, some balloons are more elastic than other balloons.
Yeah.
Right?
And some people can handle stress
Yes.
better than others, both, especially bad stress.
But all of us have different strengths. All of us, deal with perhaps one area differently, but there are so many different areas that we can put our, energies into. But what maybe, competition does is it only creates that tunnel vision. It creates a tunnel vision that we are very myopic, and we only focus on one area to do well in, and we forget the other areas. So that is what many of the students are feeling uncomfortable, you see, because of very, very, very upset because they are only focused on one thing and one thing only, which is getting grades.
Okay. We're going on air, Jerry. Hold on. All right.
Good morning, Dr. Jerry.
Good morning.
It's Therapy Tuesday. I need to see you, Jerry.
Yeah,
very, very
Glenn,
urgently.
Glenn sounds stressed.
Yes,
He's stressed by the weather.
Oh,
Quite
dear
stressed,
me.
but still okay. Still okay. I'm a very elastic balloon. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't think the radio people, the people listening to the radio know what you're talking about.
they don't.
Okay,
Can
let me
you-
explain.
Explain it.
Let me explain very quickly. So early on, Jerry took out a few balloons, right? And she was blowing it up, and the question she was asking is how much, or rather, just one blow, what type of person are you? Are you a person who's, is this an okay amount of stress? Just, a little bit of inflation in the balloon, or maybe two blows into the balloon, and so on. And so I was telling Jerry early on that I think if we were to take ourselves a balloon to represent people, some balloons are more elastic than other
others.
balloons, right?
Yeah.
So how do we gauge that? And if we are going through, let's say, some negative emotions and feelings right now, how much before we should seek help?
So I'm gonna ask the DJs this morning, what is stressing you this morning, just this morning?
Some of my bosses, lah, if I may be honest. Okay. Forget what I said. We are not on air, right?
We are on air.
Oh, I was just joking. That was just a joke. I was just trying to, start things, start things off. Yeah, okay. It's
Okay.
over to Angel.
Okay, what is stressing me today? Well, I've got a long day. So the only thing stressing me is how much of a nap I'm going to get in between so I can remain fresh for the rest of the day, which probably is about 15 minutes. So I'm going to get a cat nap after work and then carry on my day, and that's my immediate stress level.
I think what's stressing me out, and it's been stressing me out for 18 months, is when is the business that I'm in, outside of radio, actually going to pick up? Because yes, I'm a boss, yes, I own a company, but I am responsible to people who have to support others.
And this is what you think about every day, right?
And it's what I
Wow.
think about every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Sean?
Stressed because my laptop is not working properly.
Okay. Well,
That's not even your laptop.
No, my
his
laptop at
own
home.
laptop.
Yeah,
His own
I've got
laptop.
videos to edit, so that's
Yeah.
that's
That is stressful, especially if you're a
Yeah.
content creator. It
I
is
am.
stressful.
Just buy another computer, lah.
Not everyone has disposable
That's
income,
why.
Glenn.
Hey, not everyone goes to cut every week, no?
No,
I haven't been there in 2 years
Hey,
again.
2 years. Why do you keep saying that?
I'll call PJ, and ask him, hey, how many times has Sean been to cut? I'm talking about Wolfgang Puck's
I think
cut.
he forgot my face
This
already,
month.
but
So-
I should see him this week.
Okay,
thinking if
Dr.
you go
Jerry,
there
they're
every
straying
week-
away from the topic.
yeah.
Glenn,
Just,
keep quiet.
So that's
He's
what's
stressed out.
that's what's stressing us out, Jerry.
Yep. And if you hear what Angel did, right? She has a long day and she's found something to do about it. She's going to take a nap. And she's even determined how long she's going to take the nap. So it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to ask, each one, like, all these are stressors. And there's something that you can do about it, or is there something that you can't do about it?
Well, in my situation, there is something you can do about it. You try to evolve. You try to evolve your business. You try to get involved in new things. But it doesn't help the situation when the market doesn't open up fast enough.
Okay. So there are controllables and there are non-controllables. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you do what you can.
Yes.
You evolve and involve your company
Yes.
with certain things. Wonderful.
I can't
See,
believe
that's
that.
something to
I
do.
can't believe the Angel sleeps, as in takes a cat nap. Right? That relieves your stress.
No, I'm not stressed. I'm
Okay.
saying that's my only stress today.
Okay.
Because only
today.
short nap, that's why.
So that I can optimally perform later on during my day for an event that I have to be at. So I need to, because I've been up since 4, right? So I
Okay.
need that 15 minutes just to power me up so that I am at my optimal like I am right now.
What if you have a bad dream during that time?
It's not.
No,
You're so optimistic.
No,
My
but you
goodness.
see, Angel
I'm
does
always
one
having
thing.
these bad dreams.
Angel
Yeah,
does one thing, Jerry. I do something different. Taking away my business, right? If I'm stressed in a personal situation, I sleep. It's like a valve that gets turned on. I suddenly get incredibly tired, and I just sleep.
Because you're emotionally drained.
With the hope that when I wake up, it's gone.
Oh.
So cute.
That is literally my thought.
Yeah, but
maybe when I wake up, it won't be here.
So like you wake up in a parallel universe and it's not happening?
I kind of hope.
Right, yeah.
So while you're sleeping, you don't dream about fighting with people,
No,
Glenn,
no.
what is with these dreams? Do you have bad dreams
Yes,
all the time?
I'm fighting with people all the time in my dreams.
That's because you're constantly thinking about it when you're awake.
The other day when I was at Akashi Japanese restaurant, right? I went to bed at night and I woke up in the middle of the night, right? In cold sweat. because I was in
were
my
you fighting
dream.
with?
No, because I took a few photos of some, with some people at the restaurant, right? I mean, of course, we practice social distancing and all that, but. I don't know why I was in my mind. I was like, somebody was video, recording
Videoing
me, and was going to
Put it
out on
online.
social media. It's like, Glenn, look at Glenn. He's taking a photo with this person. He's taking a photo with that person.
Wow.
I was thinking, oh my god! And I came in here and I was sitting with you guys at like 5:30 in
Yeah.
the morning, right?
Yeah.
And I was still a bit
Stressed out.
nervous.
You were stressed, yeah.
Wow.
Is that normal?
So, Dr. Jerry, very different
no.
scenarios all around the table.
Because people
Yeah,
just want to cancel other people out. You see these days, right?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Who wants to cancel who?
No, nowadays
Everybody.
The world.
Yeah.
The whole world wants to cancel
People want to
everybody.
cancel celebrities out all the time.
People are looking for any reason to cancel.
Yeah.
Glenn is bordering on a little bit of paranoia there.
Okay. But don't you want to know what kind of calms me down? What calms me down? What I do
You're
to calm
going to
myself?
say it anyway. So
Yes,
please,
correct.
Sid.
You're very good. I watch a Bollywood movie. Especially Singham. I like Singham. I watch it over and over again. Now there are Singham cartoons too. It's true.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna watch that.
Singham,
once
okay.
we- Oh,
Yeah.
How about we get back to the task at hand about speaking about stress? We haven't even touched on suicide
Okay, we play music.
with Dr. Jerry, but we go back to the music first. Here's Roxette spending my time on the big show. Glenn
wonder
is
I like this
clearly
cat so
not
much.
focused today.
Okay, so I have a question, Jerry. That
Yes.
valve that switches on with me, and I've always wanted to ask you this. When I get that really stressed feeling and I go to sleep with this hope that it won't be there when I wake up, is that a bad thing?
No, it's not. I wanted to tell you that it is. Yes, some people use it to avoid doing, but you don't avoid it, you see. So sometimes what happens is when the stress is just too much and you feel you're going to snap. So you're going to do this. You're going to snap, right?
Yeah.
And you cannot permit yourself to snap. So what do? You permit yourself to go back to relaxed state. Yeah, so you permit your brain just to decompress, and because it's just so tired, it doesn't know what to do anymore. So you need to let your brain process. And what Glenn segued into was that the brain is processing when you're sleeping. So it's searching for solutions, it's searching for things to do, it's trying to fix the problem. Your brain doesn't stop working, right? So that's when you wake up, it doesn't mean that you're refreshed. You could be still very tired. You still could be very exhausted. That just tells us that your brain is still working. Yep.
Okay.
So that is okay.
Okay.
So using the analogy that you did with the balloon about snapping, I mean, some people snap, but some people also are so elastic that they're able to adapt to any situation and all that.
Like
But-
Shaun.
Yeah, but an overstretched balloon also becomes an overstretched balloon after a while, and you lose that ability to sort of be an elastic in a stressful world. Then what do you do then? You're not snapping, but you become so tired and jaded that you just kind of give up, which is different from snapping, right?
Right. But you've learned different ways to work around things, and that's what we do. We learn, we grow, we evolve. I like, what FD was saying about evolving. And we flow with the situations, and that's how we build resilience.
Okay.
Go with the flow.
Yes, go with the
So
flow.
who can be affected by stress and then eventually, the end, which is obviously suicide?
You asked the
Without saying
question,
it.
but you do realize it's a trick question, right?
Is it really?
It's a loaded
Is it a
question.
loaded question?
Everybody can be stressed.
Yeah.
Anyone at any age can be stressed. But I think if we look at the bad stress, right, then there are different types, like acute stress, like it comes on really fast and it just hits you. Then there's the chronic stress, where it's prolonged exposure to. And I think COVID kind of falls into this category. episodic stress. This one, the kids will like it, and they will go, "Oh, is it on Therapy Tuesdays?" But anyways, so the episodic stress is when you have it occurring at certain periods of time. So your examinations would be episodic stress. Projects would be episodic stress. Yeah.
Okay.
So that one you will have a spike in your stress level, and then it will go down during the holidays.
I remember that. During
Yeah.
our school days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Examinations used to stress me out. I used to steal my father's cigarettes and then go downstairs and, smoke.
Ayo.
But then I'll take 2 puffs and go like, this is horrible.
That's why.
Why are people doing it?
But I was just finding ways, right, to relieve
De-stress.
that stress.
Okay, but Jerry, because we're talking about exams and children, can parents help? You did something just now, and it struck me. Before you blew up the balloon, you stretched it. We all stretch a balloon before we blow it up. Isn't that like a parent teaching a child how to deal with stress?
Yep.
Correct. So how, as parents, do we do that?
It's wow.
more stress
After
on them.
you.
How as a parent do I teach my child
Leave them alone,
to
ma.
cope with stress?
No, put stress on them.
I agree with you as well.
Yeah.
See whether they
I
can
was
take
going to
it.
compliment Glenn until you supported Sean.
No. What did Sean say?
I say leave them alone.
Oh, no, that's bad.
He forgot what he said.
He forgot what he said. I think you said
That's
leave
not
them
good.
alone.
That's
I
not
think
good.
you said
I said leave them alone. Just
Yeah.
leave them alone. That's okay, right?
It's not about leaving them alone. It's
Train them.
really you see, in order for us to do that stretching, right, we need to prep them. We need to prep them for what is to come. So we need to let them experience certain things. Not leave them alone.
Yeah, no,
but
we never
watch
said leave them alone.
after them.
Well, that was a-
watch
Train them.
after
That was a
them.
20-second delay there.
Yeah, what's going on? I feel like I'm
Okay.
in a parallel universe.
Yes.
What 20 seconds delay?
No, don't worry about it.
Carry on,
It's
carry
all right.
Yeah, but we always talk about the parents as being the safety base, and they imagine the little toddler, and we've seen that so many times outside, right? Where the little toddler will leave the table. So if you're in a food court or in a restaurant, and they will go and explore, but
Yeah.
they will always come back to home base. Yep. So that's the parent, and the parent always keeps a watchful
Keeps an eye on them. Yeah.
Right. But we need to permit them. So as parents, we need to permit them
To
to
explore.
leave secure base to go out and explore. So this is the stretching that we are doing.
okay.
Go, crawl. It's okay. And come back because I've got your back.
Okay.
Jerry,
love that.
we're on Facebook Live right now, so I'm going to ask you this question. I would never ask you this question on air. But,
Okay.
can you immediately tell, like, the weak kids from the strong kids?
Oh no.
Because, I mean, there's some kids who are weaker up here, you see? So they cannot be stressed out a bit too much. Right?
A lot of people are going to clobber you.
No, that's why I said
He's
we're on
not.
Facebook.
He's not very eloquent with his words, so just take it with a pinch of salt.
I
everybody's
wouldn't
thinking
want to
it.
call them weak just because they can't handle stress.
No, but there are some who just can't.
They
right? I mean,
handle
that-
stress differently. It's not
Correct,
weak
ma.
or strong. It doesn't make you
there
weak or
are
strong.
certain personalities that are a little bit more anxious and they need a bit more hand holding, a little bit more encouragement. They need to work through their emotions a little bit more.
Yep.
So that is what the parents need to do. And here's a new parent. Twice
Dun, dun,
over.
dun.
Not that.
Hello.
I was like, new parent. Did you just have another baby?
No.
No, he's like, no. He's like, my current children aren't even talking to me.
Jerry, because you came in like 6 minutes later today, maybe you can continue, and then Julian can be part of this
Yeah,
whole
for sure.
Of course,
conversation
Yes,
as well.
please.
Okay, so we were at this point of how parents can help.
Yeah. Why don't you ask the question? How do you stress your children? No, that wasn't the question. That wasn't the question.
I learned how I stressed my children because one day when they were, and one of them was about 13, she turned to me in all honesty and she said, "Stop telling me what life was like in your day. My day is different."
Yes.
Which is
She
true.
told me straight to my face. "Stop
That's
telling me
true.
what your day was like. My day is
Because
different."
back in my day,
And that stresses kids out.
Yeah.
All the
does.
parents who are watching right now, just take it as your kids have always wanted to say that to you.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is true. It is true
Yeah.
because you
Don't
can't
compare.
compare it, right? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, but on that, right? Many times we hear, we listen, but we don't understand the words. So I'm gonna try a little experiment today. So it was such a heavy topic, so I thought I wanted to do all these little things, right? Okay. So see what I say, okay? So I'm gonna go with Angel. You are beautiful. Say what I say.
You are beautiful.
Shaun, you're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Hefty, you're beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Glenn, you are beautiful.
I am beautiful.
Oh, you got it. Because
Winner.
you're meant to say you passed.
Oh, really?
Say what I say.
Say
Got
what I say,
it.
still don't
Thank you, Glenn. I had to go through three
Everyone.
other people. Almost.
Wow.
If you didn't say it, I was gonna go to Julian, and if he didn't get it, I was really sad.
She'll be like, I'm not coming back next
Wow.
Tuesday. None of you passed.
Wow, that's very interesting.
We hear
Wait,
the
are we
words.
do back on air,
hear
okay?
the words,
Okay,
but
Cho,
we never.
Hang on.
We're going back on air, okay?
Every time
Hold on, Hold on. Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We have our guests every Tuesday. In fact, our guests are on at the same time right now. If you're watching us on The Big Show TV, Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room, and we also have Julian Ko, editor from SG Kamat. All right, Jerry, please go ahead. Where did we leave off?
You are beautiful.
Yes.
Glenn was
I'm
the
gonna
only
go
thing.
with Julian now. You are beautiful.
Thank you. I am beautiful.
Well done.
Hey, that was cheating. You're just following Glenn.
Yeah.
Right?
You already knew the answer.
He would have said it. I know he would have said it.
You would have said you are beautiful as well, right?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
You know, Jerry, I have just learnt an incredibly important lesson. That would to me is one of the most important lessons I have learnt on a Tuesday.
What was the lesson?
Listen to what is being said.
Yep, we usually hear the words. We understand the words, but do we understand what the person is saying?
Yeah. Listen
Yeah.
to what's being said. Yeah. Right.
But
Wow.
also, I always feel like, and my wife tells me this all the time, you love yourself too much. And I always say this, right? I mean, I really do. And it's because, I have so much love to give, right? If I love myself first, then I can love everybody else.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
I was
So-
only following instructions.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a win as well.
No.
I passed
No.
as well.
That's
Yeah.
exactly it. We were just following instructions
All of you are
without
beautiful.
understanding what was being said.
Without-
Ayo, all of them are blaming you, Jerry.
No,
See,
no,
she's
it's
a
us.
loser.
No, we heard it, but we didn't
It's
listen.
us.
It's
It's
us.
not Jerry. It's
Yeah.
us.
Now I feel sad.
Sometimes, it's trying to hear what someone else is saying. And when someone is stressed, we really need to try and understand their words. 1 second. My battery is gonna die.
Okay. All right. Any final words? I know we can't finish the topic, the full
Yeah.
topic for today, Jerry. But any final words
I'm
for
so
today?
sorry. Yes,
we can
yes.
continue next week.
No,
not
we'll
a
do
problem.
this
we
again
But-
next week. We'll continue.
Oh, you want to do it
Part
again
two.
next week?
Yeah.
yeah,
can
let's
do part
continue
two.
it.
If
Yeah.
you need to
Can I
finish it.
come in? Can I come in earlier to join you, Jerry? Because,
You're
I'm
very
up.
welcome to,
Because I'm up
Julian.
at 4:30 in
Yeah.
the morning. I finished my
If
gym.
not, I'm gonna have like the the guys fighting with each other, and only Angel trying to keep them in check.
That's fine. I can handle all of them.
Yeah,
Bring 'em
therapy
on.
One more
Tuesdays.
headache for you.
That's all right.
Therapy Tuesdays are therapy for us as well. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna segue into the next week since we're gonna pick it up, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So a few things. This Friday is World Suicide Prevention Day, so I'm just giving that shout out. Healing Hearts occurs. So Healing Hearts is a support group for mothers who have lost their children to suicide. I hold it every third Monday evening, and it's free of charge. So my team and I support the mothers. And tomorrow for the little ones, so the primary school children who are still feeling a little bit stressed, we have not tomorrow, Thursday, we have an online workshop for the little ones. It's called Travel Light. So you can find more information on Facebook. But to segue into next week, I want to say a diamond is just a piece of charcoal that handled stress exceptionally well. So let's be a diamond.
Let's
All right.
let's shine bright.
Shine bright like a diamond.
You should play that song.
We'll
can
play that
request
song.
it.
We'll play that song in a while. We do
Yes.
have it.
We
on
do
our
have it,
list,
of course.
right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank
All
you
right,
very
thank you,
much,
Dr. Jerry.
We'll see you next
See you.
week. And
I'll see you
Dylan,
next
come on
week.
earlier, okay?
I will. I will.
See you,
See you
Jerry.
next week.